Hey guys, welcome back to Seller Sessions. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. Today, I'm going to talk about things that are not related to business tactics and strategies. I'm going to be talking about shit that really matters. If you take on a fraction of these, you'll be less stressed, have better relationship with others, a better relationship with yourself, and you'll avoid burnout. This may be triggering for some people, but it comes from a place of kindness, love, and respect. I want to see you win, but you'll never win wars unless you have your head right. I'm going to do this over a couple of episodes, but let's get into it. The Art of War on Amazon, Part 1. Number 1. The biggest war you will have is within yourself. If you win that, you're going to win everything. Without internal peace, you will have chaos and you will lose before you even start. Number 2. Without emotional literacy, you will lose every battle. You are your triggers, so you're going to need to own them. Sit with them and observe them. Find the wound and then fix it. If you're impulsive, you will make poor decisions. There's a big difference between emotional literacy, which everyone benefits from, versus emotional suppression. Number 3, no one's coming to save you. If you understand and accept that, then life gets better. Life is tough. Everyone has their own shit going on. Your problems are not bigger than others. A victim mentality is destructive to your own well-being. Make sure you surround yourself with the right people. It's your business, so the buck stops with you. However, the turnaround will be your greatest triumph. And remember, the darkest hour is just before dawn, but the light will always shine. Number 4, envy leads to destruction. This is one of the worst traits a human can have. People do bad things through envy, from gossiping to sabotaging to being passive aggressive. And in war, they will make bad decisions based on their feelings. If envy is something you suffer from, try and look at it from a different perspective, i.e., what can you learn from this person, as this will be a far better way of getting results that will benefit you. If you have envious people around you, keep them at a distance, as betrayal comes from the inside most of the time. Number 5, greed versus purpose. I want you to earn as much money as possible, but you got to work out what is enough. How is that impacting people around you? Now, money will amplify people's traits and can lead them down a path that leads them abandoning their ethics and, of course, themselves. Do you want to be the richest person in the graveyard, or do you want to make a difference? Having a purpose means you have something to get up for. Having a purpose gets you through the downtimes. Being greedy in war and life could be your undoing, so never go past the point of winning. Number 6, be aware of your own projections. Be aware of unconsciously taking unwanted emotions or traits you don't like about yourself and attributing them to someone else. Every time you open your mouth, you tell people who you are. So being self-aware is very key in life and business. Now, no one is 100% self-aware, so make it your job to take on critical feedback from the right people around you. Number 7, when you react, you hand over your emotional regulation. When you lose your temper, react to a bad review, or react poorly to criticism, in that moment, you are giving up your agency. Number 8, learn to sit alone. Most people can't do this. They will self-soothe through their distractions, like their work or their vices. They cannot handle the boredom and the loneliness. This is a learned skill you can get better at. You will get your best ideas here. You will solve most of your problems here. And if you're at war, this is the best time to do your strategizing. But most importantly, you will find peace in the silence. Number 9, boundaries and consequences. A boundary is the invisible line that separates you from another person. Boundaries are varied from physical, mental, emotional, and intellectual, and so forth. You have boundaries with your partner, your children, your friends, and your teams. A boundary is teaching others how you wish to be treated, but you must return the favour and respect other people's boundaries. Without boundaries, people will run you over, so a boundary must have a consequence. Let me give you an example. A competitor tries to bully you legally, and you can fill in the blanks here, but you know it's bullshit. You try and break bread with them and reason with them, but the threats still keep coming. Here is where you lawyer up and you go out on your shield. Another example, you have people in your private life putting unreasonable demands on you, so much so they're impacting on your business at a critical time. So you set a boundary and you say no, and no is a full sentence. No is a life hack which you need to make daily. Neurotypical people will respect a no. Unhealthy people will give you pushback. Don't let them shame you into getting their own way at the cost of your well-being. Number 10, criticism comes from below. Most successful people do not have the time to criticize others. Most criticism comes from people doing less than you, or you have what they want. The best way to respond is through your work. Their criticism is not any of your business. Sometimes you'll get a product review with a customer projecting their anger on you, and today, that's where it lands. Sometimes you'll be attacked by sellers that are ranked lower than you. You may even have drive-by comments from a bunch of Anon 69s on your social media campaigns. If you look at the comment sections on places like TikTok, it can be a toxic wasteland of burner accounts where users, hiding behind handles, trauma dump and leave comments to get your attention. It's also closely correlated to sadism in the clinical literature in extreme cases. You may have friends, family or peers that have turned sour to your success, as your success can be a mirror reflecting back on them based on the work and sacrifice they never did. That being said, being criticised will help you become more self-aware. It will improve your products, improve your leadership and improve your relationships with your team and loved ones. And remember, you will never be enough for some people, so don't waste time on them. Number 11, you can't have it all. The money, the cars, the exits, long holidays, be the best parent, be the best partner, be world class in every department, have a body of a Greek god or goddess. Life is a series of checks and balances. Anything worthwhile takes time, energy, and is hard to maintain. You get back what you put in. Most importantly, you won't win all your wars, especially if you're fighting on many fronts. Number 12, know the enemy. If you know the enemy, you must know yourself, and if you do, you will endure 100 battles. This is a famous Sun Tzu quote. Choose your battles wisely, because your competition will live rent-free in your head if you let it. You need to fight your own game plan and not theirs. Floyd Mayweather chose his battles at the right time with boxers before they hit their peak or on the way up. He negated the opponent's game plan and implemented his own. If you watch his fights, he feels the fighter out in the first few rounds. Then he drains them and breaks their spirit. Never fight to other people's strengths unless you're evenly matched. Also, winning is sometimes about walking away when you're not ready and come back when you're stronger. Another Art of War quote is to win first and then go to war. So never fight when you're weak. Okay folks, I'll leave it there for today. Let me know your thoughts. I will do part 2 next week. I just want to see you guys win, but if you're having a bit of a wobble, understand my door's open. You know how to find me. So until next time, take care.